Hello everyone and welcome to lesson 5. In this lesson, we're going to be talking about something super exciting, your mailing list. It's going to be one of your most important tools for your marketing. If you don't have a mailing list right now, press pause, stop this video, go set up one. Use MailChimp, MailerLite, maybe ConvertKit, which is a bit pricier and more difficult to master. So MailChimp or MailerLite, I recommend. Stop this, go set up your mailing list, then come back, because otherwise we don't have anything to talk about. Now, I'm going to assume you've done that, you've got your mailing list set up. Before we go into how you build a list of thousands of readers before you launch your book, because yes, that's possible, I'm going to tell you all the places where you should have a link to your newsletter. Because all the work we're doing now on launching this bestseller, this first bestseller, it is not going to be worth it if you don't have a way to capture the readers who buy the book. Let's say your book sells 20,000 copies, and I wish you that. These 20,000 readers, they're going to read your book. If you don't have a newsletter sign-up link at the end of the book, you're going to lose on these 20,000 readers, because if you publish another book, let's say in a year, Amazon is not going to tell them, hey, you read that book by this author last year, here's his new book. It's very unlikely that they'll send them an email saying that. However, if they signed up to your newsletter, you're going to be able to tell them, hey, if you enjoyed my book last year, I've got this new one. So that's what the mailing list is for. So where should you have sign-up forms, sign-up links? You should have one on your website as prominently as possible, ideally accompanying a free offer, a freebie. So if you've written a novel, offer a short story, a novella, maybe from the perspective of one of the characters in the book who wasn't the main character, or exploring a certain setting of the novel. You'll find ideas for short stories, something related to the universe or your main novel or series, but as a free short story. And so first thing on your website people should see is get my free short story. Sign up form, click, and that's how you're gonna get emails. Second place, in your book's back matter, which is basically the end of your book. Readers buy your book, they read it, they enjoy it, hopefully they leave a review, but they turn the last page and they see a sign-up form. Now again, just as on your website, you should have something more exciting there. So offer that free short story, that free novella. You say, if you want to get a free short story about this character you enjoyed in this book, sign up to my newsletter, and you put the link. Last place is your book's front matter. Now, that's a bit counterintuitive, because you're thinking, wait, they haven't even started reading the book yet. Why am I telling them about a newsletter? Well, first, you're not telling them about your newsletter, you're offering a free short story. So they might want to take you up on that even before they read your book. But more importantly, putting that in your front matter is a way to take advantage of all the readers who use Amazon's Look Inside feature. And we're going to show you exactly what that looks like.
Let me give you an example. So this is the Amazon page for Nick Stephenson's book, Wanted, which is book 1 in his series of thrillers. Now, let's say you come across this book for whatever reason on Amazon, because he's using categories and keywords pretty smartly, so his book is ranking high, and you come across it. Then you think, well, it's got 1,000 reviews, good cover, you're going to read a few of the reviews. You say, okay, it's a free book, but still, before I download it onto my Kindle, I want to take a look inside. So you use the Amazon Look Inside, and then you scroll up, and the first thing you find there is free download, find out where it all started, and a link to his website, which is basically a link to his newsletter. So you click on it, you're curious, say, okay, I want to get a free download, and you get to this page which says basically, get this short story for free, send me my free book, click on send me my free book, and there you go, newsletter sign up form. So this way, Nick is taking advantage of all the people who are going to find his book, which he calls a reader magnet on Amazon, and then he offers them another free book, another magnet, in order to entice them to sign up to his mailing list.
If you're a nonfiction author, you've got even more possibilities and opportunities for offering freebies. It can be obviously a book, a short book around the topic of your main books or series of books, but it can also be checklists, templates, spreadsheets. It can be a free video course or video series, a free training, free consultation, maybe. Think about all the things around your book that could be of interest, again, to your proto-persona, to your target market, and think of something that you wouldn't mind giving away for free in exchange for newsletter signups. So I gave you ideas for free magnets for fiction, for nonfiction. Now there's one thing as well that can work for both fiction and nonfiction authors if you don't have the time to create this this freebie that you're going to use as a magnet, is to create a giveaway. And so you've got two really good platforms out there to do giveaways, and it's KingSumo and Rafflecopter. Now I'm going to show you an example of a giveaway on KingSumo so that you get an idea of how it works.
So this is an example of what KingSumo giveaway looks like. So KingSumo works on pretty much any WordPress site. So you'd set up a page and then embed the little KingSumo widget, which is this thing here. So this thing gives you an element of urgency to readers who browse your page, because they see, okay, there's only 5 days left to enter the giveaway. I can win a $50 gift card. So I'm going to show you how it works as a reader who visits that giveaway page. So generally you ask a question that's super easy to answer. Who is giving away this prize? Again, very easy to answer. And then you get first name, email. So I'm going to send my first name and email. I'm going to click on I'm not a robot. And then I'm going to click on enter. So I'm waiting a little bit. And then it says, okay, cool. I have one entry. And I can get 3 more entries for every friend I refer. And that's where it's really, really powerful to use something like KingSumo or Rafflecopter, because they have this kind of viral element directly integrated in their giveaways, where each giveaway entrant can get a lot more entries if they refer friends to the giveaway. So here I'm incentivized to tell other people about this giveaway using my lucky URL. It's here. So I'm going to say, okay, cool. I've entered this giveaway. I'm going to tweet it. You can win this giveaway, and I'm going to spread the word to my friends. And this element of virality is going to help you get a lot more entries on your giveaways. So how do you set up a KingSumo giveaway? It's pretty simple. You go to kingsumo.com and you follow the instructions. You're going to have to buy it, obviously. It is expensive, but trust me, you can build mailing lists of thousands and thousands and thousands of readers using just giveaways. This one, for example, was set up by Derek Murphy, I believe, and he's built a mailing list of over 100,000 readers using this giveaway technique. Another website you can take a look at is Rafflecopter, as I mentioned. And they're expensive as well, but they work just as well. I personally prefer KingSumo. I signed up to both, and Rafflecopter just sends you a lot of emails after you sign up. So I personally prefer KingSumo. It's more intuitive. But sign up to both, see which one works best for you, and set up your first giveaway.
And as you can see, that giveaway can basically act as a magnet. You haven't created something that you're giving away for free, but you've created this giveaway where people can enter their email address, and some of them are going to win something. Now, once you have this magnet or this giveaway, the challenge is to bring readers to it. So there are lots of ways you can do that. Some of them are going to be free, but the most effective ones, you're going to have to invest some money into it. And I know it feels counterintuitive. You're already offering something for free, or in the case of a giveaway, you're paying for something. And now you have to advertise on top of that. But trust me, building a mailing list is going to be incredibly important when you launch your book. And the money you invest right now in acquiring those readers is going to come back when they're going to buy your book. So I'm going to give you 3 techniques for your freebie or your giveaway to advertise and promote it. First 2 are going to be free. First one is super simple. You list it on all possible retailers in the case of a book, obviously. So if it's a short story, novella, set it for free on Amazon and all other retailers. Now, Amazon doesn't let you list a book for free, as you probably know. So what you have to do is publish it on Amazon for $0.99, then use Draft to Digital to publish it on all other ebook stores, Barnes & Noble, Kobo, iBooks, places like that. And you set the price on Draft to Digital to 0. And what Amazon's going to do is they're going to notice that your book is available for free on other stores, so they're going to price match, they're going to have your freebie free on Amazon and all other stores. And with a bit of luck, you're going to get some traffic from these stores to that freebie. People are going to get it there, and in there you'll have a sign up to your newsletter. It's not going to convert super well. You're not going to get a lot of subscribers from it, but it's something that doesn't cost you anything. And it already starts building a presence for you as an author on these retailers, which is going to be important when you launch your book. Now, the second technique is going to be probably more effective. It's to cross-promote with other authors. And there are 2 platforms, which my colleague Martin mentioned in an earlier lesson, that are going to help you with that. It's BookFunnel and InstaFreebie. And now I'm going to give you a quick example of how you can organize what we call a group giveaway with other authors on BookFunnel or InstaFreebie.
So what are InstaFreebie and BookFunnel at their core? They're places where you can list your magnets and create pages for these books where readers are going to be able to sign up for them. Once you have those pages, you can collaborate with other authors to create group giveaways. So let me give you an example. Here we have a group giveaway of Sweet Romance that's running from 15th January to 20th February 2018. And it's listing a bunch of ebooks from authors who've collaborated to put this together. So every author is going to email their mailing list and share this giveaway on their social media. And that way they're going to bring all their audience. Each author is going to bring their own audience to this page and to the other authors. So it's a way to kind of share audiences with other authors. So I'm going to come to this as a reader and I'm going to find a bunch of books that and a bunch of authors that I hadn't heard of before and whose magnets I can get for free. So how does it work from a reader's perspective? I click here, I'm interested in this book. I click here on read more. And then I say, okay, this book looks interesting, so I'm going to claim it. It goes to that books page, to that magnet page on InstaFreebie, and I can sign up for it. So I put first name, last name, email, and then I click on claim. And basically, then I'll get an email from InstaFreebie with instructions on how to download that book for free. This information is going to be sent to the author. And the great thing about InstaFreebie and BookFunnel is they integrate directly with MailChimp or MailerLite or ConvertKit, whatever email list management system you're using, they integrate with it. So every time a reader is going to sign up to get one of your magnets on InstaFreebie or BookFunnel, that reader's information, an email address is going to get sent directly to your mailing list provider. So basically, that reader is going to automatically join your newsletter. And the power of that is that you can collaborate with other authors and cross-promote your magnets.
Now, the third technique is going to be the most effective one, but I'm sorry, you'll have to invest a little bit of money. That said, $5 a day should do it. It's Facebook and Instagram advertising. And if you're familiar with the author community, you'll know that pretty much every best-selling author out there, every best-selling self-published author out there is using Facebook ads. So I'm going to show you how I'd set up a campaign for a freebie. And the whole idea here is not to sell books, because that book is free. It's to get signups to your mailing list. And there are two types of ads you can run for that. First one is clicks to your website where you have a sign-up form, straightforward. Second type of ad, bit more interesting. It's going to yield you a much better cost per result. It's lead ads, and these are the ones we're going to be looking at in the Facebook advertising interface.
So here we are within Facebook's advertising interface. Now, to create a campaign, it's pretty simple. You click on Create Campaign, and then the first thing that Facebook's going to ask you is the type of campaign you want to set up, the objective. So as I said, there are two types of campaigns you can set up to promote a reader magnet or a freebie or giveaway. The first one is simply a conversions one. So that means sending people to your website and having a pixel, kind of a tracker on your website that's going to track the people who convert, which means people who sign up to your newsletter to either access the new giveaway or download your freebie. Now, there is another type of ad. So conversion ads work pretty well, but there's another type of ad that's going to work even better for just like getting email addresses in exchange for a freebie. And that's lead generation. And what lead generation does is it doesn't take the reader away from Facebook. They see your ad on Facebook, and when they click on it, they're prompted to share their email address and their Facebook details directly with the advertiser. That's you. So you're going to get a list of email addresses from Facebook, and you can use Zapier to send them to your mailing list. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to select lead generation here. And you can select budget optimization if you want. For our purposes, I'm just gonna click on continue. Then you'll be prompted to create an ad set. So the ad set is where you define the targeting. So which audience you're gonna target. So if you've got a mailing list already, you can set it up as an audience. Otherwise, the best way to start is using demographics and interests. As a rule of thumb, I recommend you keep countries separate in different ad sets. So you don't have several countries here. Here I'm going to target people in the United States. So I'm just going to get rid of United Kingdom, and I'm going to write in United States. I'm going to select that. And I'm going to name my audience, so US. I'm going to name my ad set US. And then I'm going to choose other specifics. To me, like readers below the age of 22 are not interesting. So I'm going to set 22 to 65. Obviously, if you're writing YA, you're going to set up different targeting. And then I'm writing thrillers, and I figured out using Facebook Audience Insights that it's primarily men who read my thrillers. So I'm going to select men. And then I'm going to use interests here. And interests are really, really, really good for targeting other big authors in your genre. So, for example, if I want to target another thriller writer like Lee Child, I'm just going to write in here Lee Child. And I'm going to select him as an interest. And here, Facebook tells you that you're going to reach 180,000 people. So that's a targeting that's pretty broad. But it's a good audience size. Now, what you can do is narrow your audience through other sets of interests. So if I want to target fans of Lee Child who are also fans of, Jack Reacher, I'm going to put Jack Reacher in here. The film has got more people, so I'm going to put the film as an interest. And here I've narrowed it down to 7,100 people. Now it's relatively narrow. It's a small audience, but small is good to start with. Then I can edit the placements. Now, for lead ads, I recommend you just let Facebook run with it. and automate your placements. This means that Facebook's going to optimize based on where readers interact the most with your ads and where you're going to get the more conversions for your money. So leave automatic placement, and then you can indicate your budget. I suggest you start at like $5 or £5 per day. Don't set an end date because you just want to run the ads and you want to check on your ads periodically. And then the bid strategy is just lowest cost. So again, we're going to let Facebook optimize all that. So I'm going to click on continue. Actually, I'm going to go back to my ad set because I forgot to name the ad set as I wanted here. It's US 22 plus, and I'm targeting a mix of Jack Reacher plus Lee Child. So here it's clear and directly in my title. When you're going to look at your Facebook advertising dashboard, you're going to understand what audience is in this ad set. I'm going to click on continue again and go to the ad. And the ad, I suggest you name it based on the kind of image and ad copy you're going to use. So for example, I can say image 1, headline 1. You can connect an Instagram account if you want to advertise on Instagram as well. If you have an Instagram account, I suggest you connect it as well, and you serve your ads. You let use automatic placement, as I said. So Facebook's going to place your ads a bit everywhere. Then it's going to determine where they convert the most and show your ads primarily there afterwards. I've found that in my advertising for some types of ads, they do much better on Instagram than on Facebook. So Facebook's showing them mostly on Instagram. For others, they don't work at all on Instagram. So Facebook just like shows them on Facebook. It's better to let Facebook optimize for you. Then you have to craft the ad. So you're going to use an image. I suggest using images with bright colors. Orange, purple work particularly well. It's important that your image doesn't have more than 20% text. Facebook has a tool for that. So when you're going to upload an image, they're automatically going to tell you whether it has too much text or not. And then you're going to create a headline, a description, and then some text. So the text is what's going to show up before the ad, the headline is going to show up here, and the description is going to show below the headline. If you're advertising on mobile and you're probably going to advertise a lot on mobile, you need to keep this very, very short. And then the call to action, in this case, it's sign up. If you've got a pixel, you can connect it, but again, these are lead ads. So once you have all that, you just set it live. Click on confirm here and you set it live. You have to connect as well. Last thing I forgot, you have to connect a lead form. So a lead form is basically something that you're going to use to tell the reader more about what they're signing up for and collect their details. So I'm gonna give you an example so that you better understand this. So here's an example of one of the lead ads that I set up to promote one of our courses, one on Amazon ads, which I highly suggest you take as well. So as you can see, there's some text below the above the ad. That's really important. I suggest putting like 2 short paragraphs here. Then an image. As I said, bright colors, orange works very well. Try to make sure you pick an image that ideally displays your cover and also something else with a bit of text. So this one typically has a bit too much text, but it's still getting showed by Facebook, but I recommend using a little bit less text than that. Then the most important thing is going to be, after your image, the most important thing is going to be the headline here. And then you can use the space here to give more information about how to sign up. So this is a lead ad. If I click on this as a Facebook user, I'm not going to be directed to a website. I am going to get this lead form that I mentioned earlier. So this is what Facebook's going to prompt you to set up when you set up your ad. The lead form is generally going to use the same image as your advert set. And then what you can customize is this text. So I recommend using this to basically qualify your leads, give them more information. Here, the user is going to understand exactly what they're signing up to. And then you can see my Facebook information is already set up in here. So I've got my email and full name pre-filled, and I'm just going to click on submit, and this information is going to be sent automatically to the advertiser. So now if you set up lead ads, you're going to get a bunch of details like email addresses and full names from the people who click on your lead ads on Facebook. So where can you find those? Well, there are two places. The easiest one is to go to your Facebook page, then go to Publishing Tools, and then go to Lead Ad Forms. So here you're going to see all the leads that you're getting for your different lead ad forms, and you're going to be able to download them. So you basically download a spreadsheet of email addresses, which you can then import to MailChimp or MailerLite or ConvertKit or whatever email system you're using. Now, this isn't really optimal, because what you want to do is, as soon as you get a lead from someone, as soon as someone clicks on your ad and sends you their contact details, be able to immediately send them your freebie, immediately interact with them through email. So you need a way to connect Facebook, this form library, with your email. And the best way to do that is to use Zapier. So I'm not going to do a step-by-step on how to integrate both. I suggest you just Google how to connect Facebook lead ads with MailChimp or with MailerLite or with ConvertKit through Zapier. And you'll get a step-by-step blog post on that. I'm going to show you, though, how it looks like on Zapier. So here is my Zapier dashboard with all my zaps, and I'm going to find the Amazon Ads one. So here's my Amazon Ads US zap that sends information from Facebook to MailChimp. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. It takes a new lead from Facebook lead ads. It takes a new lead, so it triggers whenever a new lead is created. And it connects to the lead ad form named RL 2.0 Amazon Ads. I can basically select any other lead ad form that I have on Facebook. It's going to show up in this drop-down menu. So it takes information whenever a new lead is created within that lead ad form. It's going to be sent to Zapier, which is then going to send it here to MailChimp. So I've connected MailChimp basically, and what it's going to do is add or update a subscriber to my Reedsy MailChimp account, and it's going to add it to my Reedsy learning list. I'm going to take here, in terms of subscriber email, I'm going to take the email that I'm getting from Facebook, and then I can send a bunch of options. Here I want to send them to our course called Marketing Amazon Ads for Authors, Time Zone America, and in the name field I'm going to put the name that I'm getting from Facebook as well. So as you can see, it's a bit complicated, so I really suggest you read the blog post around how to integrate Facebook lead ads with your email client. Every email client is going to have a blog post about that. And Zapier probably has blog posts around that as well, and you follow the step-by-step instructions. The great thing about Zapier is that it then runs a test every time, so it's going to tell you, okay, test subscriber was sent to MailChimp, test was successful, so you know when a zap works.
It's time for your favorite part of the lesson, the homework. So for this lesson, I want you to plan a giveaway. I know you probably have tons of ideas for freebies, But I want you to concentrate on the giveaway because I've seen it work really, really well with the authors who've tried that. So start thinking about what you're going to give away, basically. It can be simple, an Amazon gift card or reader lamps. There can be lots of ideas. It can be simple ideas, a box set of paperbacks of all your favorite authors in your genre. Find something that's going to appeal to the target audience of your book and set up a giveaway. Set it up, create an account on Kingsumer or Rafflecopter and set up the giveaway right until the moment where you set it live, basically like prepare it. And then draft a plan on where you're going to promote and advertise it. Log on to Facebook ads, create a few audiences, as I showed you, and create an ad with an image, ad copy, a headline, and again, prepare everything so that when you want to execute on this, you just have to set the giveaway live, set the ads live, and you'll start getting subscribers pouring into your mailing list. See you for lesson 6.